Yeah, just over the past few weeks, I've realized I have the tools and the machinery capable. I just need to fine tune it.
It takes time, young man, just like growing. Give yourself, and I'm not kidding, 50 years. 50 years, it's bigger than the marathon. It's a marathon, and that's very real. When you're thinking that, oh, I'll get it in this amount of time, or I'll do this, or I'll get it faster, no such thing. No such thing. In other words, just like the tree in your yard. It's like, oh, I'll just water it twice as much, and it'll grow twice as fast. Well, it will grow faster if you water it, yeah, but not necessarily according to what you think. Yeah, because see, again, you've been taught that when you think something, oh, gee, that's it, automatically so. I thought it. So in other words, those chemtrails up in the sky, no, I don't believe it. I don't buy it. Why would the government kill us? No, that doesn't make sense. Mm-hmm. See, so again, you thought it, and so again, most people, they're just going to go, yeah, I thought it, so it must be so.
Well, interesting that you bring up the chemtrails. A local friend of mine, he used to work in the aerospace industry, and he was discussing about, I don't remember how the topic of the chemtrails came up, but what he had told me is the chemtrails are not meant to kill us out or population control. It's to modify our DNA over multiple generations, that we slowly, over procreating multiple generations, are more towards directed to how they want us to be versus the natural evolution of how breeding occurs.
That's one view. Okay. So again, just like your car and your body has many parts, that's one view, and that sounds really good, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But it's BS.
Oh.
Yeah. In other words, that's how a technician would say it. Mm-hmm. So kind of schmooze it over. Oh, they don't really want to kill you with the poison that they're putting all over the skies. They just kind of want to alter things accordingly, and usually they'll throw in the punchline, well, it's for the good of all. They're doing it for everyone, so things will be better. Mm-hmm. Again, did the Indians do chemtrails?
Absolutely not.
Birds do chemtrails. All of a sudden we need all these things implemented, HARP, Wi-Fi, all these things, radio waves. We need all this stuff in the air so that we can do better, and that the surgeons.
HARP's like the instruments.
Yeah, well, so the surgeons can do better when they're operating on us. They can do better surgeries on us.
HARPs.
Yeah, HARP. HAARP.
Well, they use HARPs. That's crazy.
Not that type of HARP, Eric.
What do you mean?
HAARP. Eric doesn't know about HARP, Phil?
I thought he did.
You got to slap him around a little bit. Come on, Eric. You don't know
about. So you're not talking about the instrument?
No.
You're thinking of the heavenly bliss that they promise you if you donate a lot of money to the church. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of like the instrument.
No.
Yeah, this is HAARP. They're funny. They like to be funny, and so they called it HARP. High Aerial Aurora. I forget what it's called now. This body's older, but anyhow.
Aurora Borealis.
Yeah, no. The Borealis is reflection of the sun in the middle of the Earth. Okay, that's the Northern Lights.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how you see those lights, because there's a sun in the middle of the Earth. The Earth is hollow.
Aurora Borealis in this part of the country at this time of year, located entirely within your kitchen.
That could happen too, especially in your kitchen, Eric. Yeah, I get it. But anyhow, no, it's HARP, and that's part of it also. So again, yeah, Phil. Unless they're telling it like it is, no, it is depopulation. Also, what it does, it sets up a screen. It's called Project Blue Book.
Blue Book, yeah.
It sets up a screen to where they can reflect images off that screen. And they were going to do, they had it planned for a long time, but they haven't done it yet, a fake alien invasion where they will show. And I remember one day, and I've seen them anyhow in the Secret Service, but one day over Huntington Beach, I saw this like a 727. It looked like about a 727. It was a 747 flying really slow over near my house, and it looked like it was about maybe 1,000 feet in the air. Was really low and flying slow, and there was no sound on it at all on this plane. And I didn't see any markings. There was some color to it, mainly white, but it had some markings or a stripe or something, I forget. But there was absolutely no sound.
It's a hologram.
Yeah. They do it all the hologram.
Yeah. There's a lot of people around the U.S. that believe the 9/11 specifically was the same thing.
What they did is they used lasers on the building. And so just like they did in Hawaii and whatever, and the forest fires, they used lasers. It's U.S. Air Force. They used lasers. They saw them in Maui. I know the King of Hawaii, Dr. Edmund. Yeah, they saw the blue lasers, etc.
Yeah, and that's why the blue houses and tents and everything didn't burn.
They used lasers in 9/11, and then what they did is they implemented the plane images afterwards. Yeah. Into the films.
Yeah, that technology is insane to think that they have that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, it's
I
going
don't
to
think
get
films were used anymore.
Yeah, it's going to get funnier and funnier, guys. Very real. Yeah.
I mean, things are already wild. It's getting hard to believe things can get crazier, but I know they can.
Oh, you're going to have
really know they can.
Drones around you, watching you all the time in your house or whatever, because they got mosquitoes that are drones.
Technically, we're already being watched. I mean, everyone's always going about, we're going to get chipped and they're going to track our every movement. But the reality is, I mean, how many of us carry smartphones around? They're already doing that through your smartphones. So many people, at least here in the U.S., have their phone on them 24/7. They're listening to them all the time. They're tracking their exact location, and people just don't realize it. The chipping that people worried about getting a chip put into them, they don't need to because you're carrying your phone.
Yeah, Phil, that's the smartphones and the smart TVs, the smart appliances.
Absolutely.
Even your toaster is taking pictures.
Yes. Yeah, there are toasters that in China specifically have been selling to U.S. to spy on U.S. citizens. They connect to your Wi-Fi. They communicate. Things are getting out of control.
You can't trust your own toaster. Yeah.
Wait, what?
You can't trust your own toaster.
Hold on.
Okay.
Eric, anything that connects to the internet, everything, new toasters, microwaves, all this new technology that is like Wi-Fi enabled, 5G, 6G, whenever that comes out, they're all spying on you. They listen to you. They take pictures. Some of them, when you touch the buttons, they have built-in biometrics where they copy your fingerprints and send them to foreign governments so they can keep records on you.
Right.
A single fingerprint can determine your age, your diet, your health through your blood health, depending on what nutrients you have. Fingerprints will change over time. They can determine that over history, how things change from one year to the next. So if they're able to consistently collect that data, they can tell what's physically going on with you. So they literally track everything you're doing these days, whether you know it or not.
Because Phil, they're bored.
Yeah.
It's like this. Look at you. Look at any of us. Do you want to keep track of your neighbors? Would you want to sit on the computer all day and see what all your neighbors are doing every day inside their house and work and listen to the conversation? Would you want to do that all day long? See, you'd have to be nuts and bored to do that. They could make Twilight Zone episodes out of this stuff because, again, these people are nuts. Because they're sitting there. Google does it. They have squadrons of people sitting there watching people all day long. That's their job. just watching them and manipulating them, this and that and whatever. This is what they do. And they've justified it like, oh, we got to keep an eye on people or whatever because the higher ups say so and whatever. It's all nonsense because when it reaches the elites, this is their entertainment because they are so friggin' bored. This is a laugh a minute for them.
I know where the toaster, man.
Watch the stupid stuff people do. Did you just kill your toaster, Eric?
Yeah.
It sounded like, yeah.
What?
I think it's long.
Eric
killed his toaster.
You didn't really do it. So, Eric, the only time you got to worry about that is if you have to connect your appliances to your Wi-Fi. Was that a Wi-Fi enabled toaster?
Just don't sleep with your
I don't think
toaster. So. Don't sleep with your toaster, okay?
It was like a cheap toaster.